The Northwestern Railway had just gained a new express engine, Remembrance, who was filling in for Gordon while he was being mended. One night, the N15X found herself at Knapford's sheds, which meant that she and her cousin Thomas could finally catch up.
Remembrance, I'd personally like to welcome you to the Northwestern Railway. So, what's Rendwin like?
So you find it funny that a splendid engine like me is stuck pulling goods trains, eh? Honestly, Thomas, the kind of influence you leave on these new engines, it just amazes me.
You know, James, you've got a lot of nerve showing up here and making such rude remarks to the new engine. I think you owe her an apology.
Oh, shut up!
You'll have to excuse James there, my dear. He can be a little hot-tempered at times, but he means well.
That's alright, Duck. Besides, Thomas here isn't a bad influence. I'm afraid he got his cheekiness from me.
Well, that explains a lot.
You can say that again.
But as I was about to tell Thomas here, I enjoy my life on my line. But I'm looking forward to my new job. This might surprise you all, but my railway isn't actually part of the mainland.
Wait a minute. Rendoan's part of a different country? How could that be?
Yes, in fact, the United States of America, but in conjunction with the UK where the rail part is concerned. Ironically, the VCR was once co-owned by two of the former railway companies before the other railway was formed in '48.
Remembrance, do you think you could tell us about how you were once a tank engine?
You can't be serious. You? A tank engine? I can hardly believe that.
It's true. We were built to haul light express trains on various parts of the LB and SCR. I was designed by the same man who designed Thomas and the rest of his class. We were converted from 34 to around 39, I believe. I was one of the first to have the conversion since there were only 7 of us. By this time, I feared that my time was through. But luckily, my brother Stevenson and I were bought by the VCR, and we've been working there ever since.
But wait! If you're still working there, why did Miss Hat bring you here?
Well, this is through both lines' new partnership, Thomas. The Fat Controller became a partial owner of me.
So I guess this means you'll be seeing your colleagues from both railways now?
Well, in a way, yes. I'll just be living here mostly while pulling my new express for both companies. So, Thomas, what's life here been like for you?
Oh, life here on Solo has been wonderful for me, Remembrance, and I've got loads of stories to tell you, like the race I won with Percy the bus, and my travels to the National Railway Museum, and the day I got my own branch line. As a reward for rescuing James.
Ah, yes, I remember my driver telling me about those incidents. But didn't you also once accidentally catch fish in your tanks? And fall down a mine? And crash into a station master's house at breakfast time? Oh, those stories always crack me up.
And Thomas and Remembrance stayed up till late in the night, chatting about their adventures, even after the other engines had gone to sleep. The next morning, Thomas pulled into the junction, surprised to see the platform crowded. Almost all of them had cameras, and there were even people gathered on the hillside above where the road ran beside the railway.
Huh? I wonder what all those people are doing with those cameras. Okay, mystery solved.
Remembrance stormed through the junction with the Sudrian.
Thank you, you guys are awesome! I'll be here all week, or until word gets back. Visitors. Maybe we should get enough of me, can they?
Further down the line, Percy was bringing some trucks of stone from the quarry for Douglas's slow goods train. The trucks were heavier than usual, and being so troublesome that they were wearing him out. When Remembrance saw his plight, she couldn't help but chuckle. Even Thomas laughed when Percy pulled into the yard.
I say, Thomas, that new engine's been quite rude to me as she passed by. She laughed at me for struggling with these troublesome trucks. And they even had the cheek to capture it all on film too.
Why am I not surprised? I thought you could manage your trucks, Percy, especially going downhill. And that new engine is my cousin Remembrance. I told you about her yesterday, remember?
Oh, how clumsy of me to forget. You know, you and Remembrance make a fine pair. She's just as cheeky and inconsiderate as you are.
Come on, Percy, I was only joking. And so was Remembrance. She may be cheeky, but she's not all that bad once you get to know her.
Humph! I'll believe it when I see it. What's the occasion for all those pictures? Humiliating Percy Day? Try to stay out of trouble today, Douglas. If a big blue engine named Remembrance sees you in trouble, she might laugh at you.
Despite having a rough morning, the rest of Percy's day went smoothly. It had given him time to realize that he may have overreacted to the Brighton cousins' teasing, and was looking forward to making amends with Thomas in the sheds. Later that evening, he was just approaching the junction on his way back from the harbor when he saw Thomas and Remembrance again, pulling their last trains for the day. They were busy talking and laughing with one another.
Oh, hello, Percy. We were just talking about you.
You were, I guess that explains everything then.
Well, someone clearly can't take a joke.
Just then, some passengers disembarked from one of Remembrance's coaches.
Oi! Get back here, you little green punk!
We'll teach you to spoil our visit.
And it was at that moment that Remembrance lost patience.
Hey! Who are you calling a little green punk?
That green saddle tank that just passed us.
He was to steam all over us and got my camera wet. I mean, these things aren't cheap, you know.
Mine too.
Oh, boo-hoo! So a little green engine got your cameras all wet. Like I haven't heard that excuse before.
Oh, now you're gonna insult us too? What kind of railway is this?
One of the greatest railways in the world, if you ask me. And that little green engine is Percy.
We know who he is. We aren't stupid.
Shut up and let me finish. He's one of the best and most hardworking tank engines in the world. And if neither of you can respect that, you can take your precious little cameras and get off this island.
The two passengers left in a huff. They were so cross that as they got off the walkway and onto the road, they forgot to watch where they were going.
Serves you right! Didn't anyone ever teach you about road safety? Idiots.
Remembrance, that was incredible. Inconsiderate indeed. You, my friend, certainly showed Percy and those blokes up there who the inconsiderate ones were.
Yeah, I sure did.
Remembrance? Is something the matter?
It's just... I wish Percy could have seen me doing so. And he wouldn't be so cross with me.
But little did the two engines know that Percy, who hadn't gone far from the platform, had heard everything.
So Remembrance isn't such a bad engine after all. I've got to apologise to her next time when I get the chance.